Welcome back, gang. It's Deltia from Deltiasgaming.com. Today I'm going to give you the top 5 things you need to do on day 1 when Flames of Ambition launches for the Elder Scrolls Online on March 8th PC and March 16th on the consoles. But first, what should you do prior to the DLC launch? Head over to Bro We Got This and watch his video 3 ways to prepare your character for ESO Update 29. This is a very helpful guide that's helped me out quite a bit getting my character prepped and ready to go when this thing drops March 8th. The first and most important thing you're going to prepare for is the champion point system change. In case you're living under a rock, ESO is getting a massive revamp to champion points. You can watch my reaction video with a link in the description, but I'm generally pleased with the direction and I think it'll be good for the game's longevity. On day 1 of the DLC, all of your champion points will be completely reset. So what should you do and how should you respect them? Until I know more about how this system works for me, I'll be referring to Outcast HQ CP guide listed in the video description and shown here in this video. It'll take some time to sort out what's the best and most optimal setup, but you'll only be able to slot 4 stars, aka shinies, per constellation for a total of 12. This should give the game long-term progression system without having a runaway power vacuum for people that play 18 hours a day. Or at least I hope. Next up is skills. Another thing you will be reset entirely is all of your skill points and passes. Yes, you'll have to redo them all. You'll also want to take a closer look at some of the weapon passes and massive changes to the armor passes. The TLDR version of this is armor is going to feel more like light armor, while the same can be said about heavy. You'll get bonuses and penalties based on per piece of armor worn. This is significant because some builds only run 5 pieces of light, medium, or heavy simply to get the 5-piece bonus, no more. You get bonuses and penalties based on the total. Now you can run builds with 2 light, 3 medium, and 2 heavy if that's your preferred method. Me, I plan on running the exact same in PvP. 5 heavy, 2 light, or 5 light, 1 and 1, and 7 on medium stamina builds. However, PvE, I'll be running all light, all medium, all heavy, most likely. Once I get used to it, I will adjust my build and see what works from there. But I would say stick to what's working now and adjust slowly. Next up is gear and meta changes. With the addition of 2 new dungeons comes 6 new sets and 2 new monster helms. 2 light, 2 medium, and 2 heavy. These new sets seem to focus on group-oriented builds, and I don't know how this will affect endgame PvE best in slot. But what I do see is it looks interesting into a shift from solo-focused stat increases and crit damage to group buff focus. I plan on collecting these day 1 and running these 2 dungeons over and over and over, and I suggest you do the same if you have the time and like that. Next up is the Prologue Quest. So this can be accessed via the Crown Store, and what this is a new story quest leading up into a massive storyline for Update 30. Once you go in the Crown Store and you receive the quest, you'll look at your journal and you should see a prologue that will take you to Revamp to begin the quest. Last step up here is check the basics. This includes your Mundus Stone. For folks who haven't played in a while like me, this may be stripped and you don't want to be running around without a huge bonus, so check out your Mundus Stone. Also, check out the Mundus Stone passive and what they actually do, because these have changed as well. Make sure each of your characters have potions and consumables, or if you're a PvP or Siege, get all of your characters ready to rock and roll. So you can farm these dungeons, do the quest, or do whatever you like when this thing launches. You'll also want to load up on crafting materials. In case you get some of this new armor and it becomes best in slot, you might want to have something to gold it out, especially if you want to test it and try to use it right away. Another thing you need to do is clear your inventory. If you're going to be farming gear like me, you're going to need a lot of spaces so you can make runs over and over and over and get this stuff. And also don't forget the never-ending endgame in Elder Scrolls Online, and that's fashion. You gotta look clean and have a clean inventory when this DLC launches. That's all the tips I have for you on when this thing launches day 1. I'll be streaming this DLC for 24 hours, starting March 8th at noon Eastern Standard Time. Join me, stock up on some Diet Mountain Dew, and get ready for an absolute blast. Also, don't forget to check out Bro We Got This on preparing an Outcast HQ for Champion Points 2.0. I'm really excited about the future of Elder Scrolls Online. I think both the Champion Point system change and also the armor system change make a lot of sense. There's not going to be a whole lot of new collectibles, so it'll give me time as a returning player to stock up on what I've missed over the last 2.5 years and get used to the basics and the game mechanics and the passives and the active skills. So if you're looking to jump back into Elder Scrolls Online, I think this is a great reset point and somewhere to take off. So if you're looking to get back in Elder Scrolls Online, I think this is a great time to do it when everything might be new and fresh and people are sorting it out. Again, thanks so much for watching.